Afternoon baseball now from the home of the Reds since 2003. Great American Ballpark. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Cincinnati Reds. Reds baseball starts right now. Derek Holland gets the start for Cincinnati in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. It seems like the more trouble he gets in, the better he pitches. Really tough to hit with runners in scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why his team loves when he's out on the mound. He doesn't give up very many crooked numbers.
Ready now for the Marlins, Justin Bour. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Guerrero is there. And that's the third out. So just the one hit in the inning, but it's a home run that pushes him out in front. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number one. The Marlins on top, 1-0. In now for the Reds, Vladimir Guerrero, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Suzuki coming on. And that retires the side. Reds are down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Up next from Miami, Christian Colon.
Batting 7, shortstop, Christian Colon.
Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is. So a two-run homer down the line in right field. Sixth home run on the season for him as the Marlins have taken a 3-0 lead.
And he even knew he got away with one here. He was late on the pitch, barely catching up to it, but he has enough strength to muscle it off the foul pole for a homer. Cheap? No way.
Martin Prado now.
Leading off for the Marlins.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Lifted in the air out to right. Moving under it, Guerrero looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in for his second at-bat, Vladimir Guerrero. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And the Reds have their first hit of the game.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joey Votto. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second. Good time now to check out the Marlins Road to the Show report as you see a couple of players in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Zach Cozart.
Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the.
That previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Riding in once again, Adam Duvall, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch taken for ball 4. The throw. And he is caught stealing to retire the side. Boy, oh boy. 1 hit, 1 left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Miami's out in front, 3-0. Digging in and looking for more, Vladimir Guerrero. He singled his last time up.
Vladimir Guerrero.
First pitch on its way. He's running. Popped him up. Ellis is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. In now is A.J. Ellis. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
A.J. Ellis.
Heading out towards shallow right. Guerrero will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out. Ready for another chance? Vladimir Guerrero. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Ichiro looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Reds get a touch closer here. It's now a 4-2 score. Well, partner, this one might not be over yet as the lead has shrunk to just 2 now as they continue to chip away at this deficit.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
4-2 the final score today. The Fish jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Wei-Yin Chen notches his 3rd win of the year as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. A.J. Ramos earns the save out of the bullpen, his 24th on the season. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Here now.
A player receives an unexpected call. It's his former high school coach, who was an important mentor and advisor to him in his teen years. Most high achievers have, in their past, an important someone who first believed in them.
Tuesday night baseball now from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight, the first of two in this interleague matchup between the Cincinnati Reds and the New York Yankees. The Yanks look for their 7th straight victory next. Chad Green gets the ball for the Yankees in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, number 11 for him on the season, and it's given Cincinnati a 2-0 lead.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Vladimir Guerrero. 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And now a jump throw against his body. And the throw will be wide at first as it pulls him off the bag, and a run's going to score.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
And now they've got him in a rundown. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. Now a diving tag as he lays himself out to make the play. What an effort.
Decisions like that have to be made knowing who you've got at the plate. This guy can put one over the fence no problem, so that wasn't very smart baseball.
Here's Starlin Castro.
The batter, number 14, second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out to right. Guerrero giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. The Yanks leave 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ready for another shot now, Vladimir Guerrero. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped high in the air. Castro is there for it. 1 out. Digging in to try it again, Vladimir Guerrero.
Vladimir Guerrero.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line towards center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. Reds out in front, 7-2. Next for New York, Didi Gregorius. He reached on a single in his first try.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall.
Belted high and deep into right center. Guerrero ranging back. but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
Digging in once again, Vladimir Guerrero. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
Vladimir Guerrero.
First offering on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Judge looks up. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty V. How about this, D-Rook?
At the plate, Todd Frazier, 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the second deck and gone. Solo home run for Todd Frazier. Home run number 16 for him on the year, as it's now down to an 8-run ball game.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence. We'll see if the next few batters can continue the comeback effort here. Just need to string some good at-bats together now.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Clint Frazier. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. That last pitch, number 80 for Kazmir. Heading out toward shallow right. Guerrero is in pursuit. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back. Ready to take his hacks again, Vladimir Guerrero, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Hey, Matty, an interesting sequence in that last at-bat when he hit a home run. First pitch breaking ball when he hit that towering long drive home run. We'll see if they attack him more with fastballs in this at-bat.
Bird is over, and he puts it away for the first.
Well, in a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least a split. They'll take that every single time.
12-7, the final score in this ball game. The Reds jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Scott Kazmir wins his 3rd of the season. Chad Green permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show. Baseball from the Big Apple. We're at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the New York Yankees. Yankees baseball comes your way next. CC Sabathia, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Boy, CC Sabathia over the years has been a terrific pitcher. It's a different CC right now. No longer throws 97 to 100 miles an hour. Still in the low 90s. Good slider, good changeup. More than that, he is a terrific competitor.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Vladimir Guerrero. It was a three-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. Sanchez moving to his left, and he brings it in on the warning track. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Yeah, Matty, this team has been putting up a lot of runs lately. From top to bottom, just swinging the bat super nice. Pass the baton mentality. Guys not trying to do too much, trusting in the teammates behind them.
So stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a pop-up now. Bird is there, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 3 and the Reds nothing. Striding in, Greg Bird, a base hit in his first trip.
First baseman, Greg Bird.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Gone! Greg Bird connects for a 2-run home run. Number 18 for him on the campaign, and that'll stake the Yankees to a 5-0 lead now. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
Yeah, hey, Matty V, this big ballpark in the Bronx has that short porch in right field, D-Row, but you can hit the ball out of just about any part of this ballpark.
Yeah, this place plays sneaky small. I know it's got big gaps, but right field is so juicy. As a right-handed hitter, you don't feel like you have to cheat. Not surprised by what we saw today.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Guerrero moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen.
Bird swings, and this one is crushed out to right field. And it's gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his 2nd home run of the game, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
Now at the plate, Vladimir Guerrero. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like that.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. A solo shot here to left, number 13 for him on the year, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Gets 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit.
Ready to take his hacks again, Greg Bird, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Guerrero on the move, and that retires the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're on top 7-1. Ready once again, Vladimir Guerrero.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Here's the first pitch to him. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is under it. 1 away. Here's Didi Gregorius, and he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning.
The shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
The 2-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Guerrero has it in his tracks. He's got it 1 away.
This was an awfully quick series, and it ended in a split. I have a feeling these two teams could have played a 20-game series and would have ended tied. 2 evenly matched, well-coached ball clubs.
7-1 the final today. The New York Yankees hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. CC Sabathia earns win number 7 on the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Our final line.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Cincinnati Reds and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins baseball, and it comes your way next. Edinson Volquez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Edinson Volquez is an interesting story. At one time had a big power arm. Doesn't have that huge velocity that he once has. He's still 92 to 94 miles an hour. Good hard slider that he throws for strikes. His changeup he'll use occasionally. A ground ball type pitcher that if he has that good breaking ball, he'll be tough to beat.
Standing in, Vladimir Guerrero. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. 0-1 the count. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base.
Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. And that one is gone! Solo shot to right center. Number 14 on the season. As the Reds strike first, it's 1-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if
now at the plate, Vladimir Guerrero. He went deep in his first at bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and this is knocked down over there, and they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. In is Joey Votto now. Past battles with Edinson Volquez, just a 3 for 13 batting line. The 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw to the plate, and the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher have the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
The 0-1 delivery. Ground ball right side. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Reds 2 and the Marlins nothing. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Edinson Volquez.
Pitcher, Edinson Volquez.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air out to right. Moving under it, Guerrero. And that's the 3rd out. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 3 innings complete. It's the Reds 2 and the Marlins nothing. So striding forward now, Vladimir Guerrero. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. First offering on its way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Another one sent foul. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Fly ball out toward right field. Suzuki is there. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go D. Gordon. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. Feldman's ready. 0-1 pitch on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Guerrero going back on it. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first home run of the season, and the Marlins get a bit closer. It's now a 4-2 ball game.
Talk about a one-man gang. He notched not one but 2 doubles earlier in the game, and now he goes deep. He's seeing the ball extremely well and punishing every mistake.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Justin Bour. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. The 1-1 home. High and deep to right center. Guerrero going back to the track. Gone! So it's a 2-run homer for Justin Bour. Number 18 for him on the campaign, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
If you need any proof that the baseball gods are fickle, this is the inning. Before, it looked like they might be in trouble, but now they're all tied up, and the other side is scrambling to stop the bleeding.
Coming to the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Guerrero.
Here comes the first pitch. High and deep to straightaway right. Ichiro going back at the track. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game, and it's now 6-4.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Ready to take his hacks again, Vladimir Guerrero, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Ichiro racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. That makes it 7-4.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded, and only 1 run scores on the sacrifice fly.
Ready to take his hacks again, Justin Bour, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Heading out toward shallow right. Guerrero is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Yeah, this game was decided in the 8th. That was a huge offensive fireworks coming into the 8th inning. And when the other guys put up a big inning like that against you late in the game, it's really tough to make any kind of a comeback.
12-4 is the final in this game. Cincinnati jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Scott Feldman earns his 8th victory of the season, so that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. From Little Havana, just west of downtown Miami, we've got baseball from Marlins Park. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Cincinnati Reds and the Miami Marlins. Next. In this matchup, what do you have for us on him, Danny?
Man, this guy was really 8 solid innings in his last start to pick up the win. We'll see if he can keep it going and make it 2 really good starts in a row.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero. The average remains a very big bright spot for him at this point in the season, just under 400. First pitch on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Gordon has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. We'll see what they can do. No score. Digging in the switch hitter, Scott Wolf, and their runners at the corners now.
Scott Wolf.
The 0-2 home. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Guerrero is after it. He's there to make the catch. Third, as this should get him on the board. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Coming to the plate now, Justin Bohr. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Third baseman, Justin Bohr.
Lifted in the air to right field. Guerrero is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second. Leading off the inning, Vladimir Guerrero, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Ayers will back up and put this away for a... Here's D. Gordon now. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
D. Gordon.
In the air out to right. Guerrero has a read on it, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, but they're on top 2-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Bohr. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Justin Bohr.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Guerrero looking up, and a climbing attempt at the wall, but this ball is gone. So it's a 2-run homer for Justin Bohr. 19th home run for him on the season, and the Marlins open it up now 4-0.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part.
Martin Prado now. His lifetime numbers against Bailey. He's a .333 hitter. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Guerrero looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 4th home run for him on the season, and the Marlins have opened this up now. It's 5-0.
Well, that's the second home run of the inning, and their lead grows bigger. It's like a runaway train on a downhill slope right now. And the other guys are trying to throw twigs in the smokes to stop it.
Ready once again, Christian Colon. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far.
Colon.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Guerrero has a beat on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Striding in once again, Vladimir Guerrero. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Starting to run time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving.
Inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 16 for him on the year. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
Well, light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Digging in and looking for more, Vladimir Guerrero. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Guerrero is hitting over 400. Doesn't matter if you're talking about a series of games or a whole career. That's an impressive figure.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run. It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Marlins took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Wei-Yin Chen earns win number 4 on the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com. First opened back in 2012. We're live inside the cavernous Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight it's game 3 of this 4-game set between the Cincinnati Reds and the Miami Marlins. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Adam Conley gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Guerrero.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And it's given Cincinnati a 2-0 lead.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Justin Bour. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Guerrero moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Vladimir Guerrero. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's...
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. Takes just 4 pitches to set down the Reds, as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Digging in to try it again, Vladimir Guerrero. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Guerrero.
Has a look, now the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Popped high in the air. Bour shading to his right. And the inning is over. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Reds 3 and the Marlins nothing. Leadoff man retired. Here's Martin Prado.
Third baseman number 14, Martin Prado.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Guerrero giving chase, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. A little bit over halfway home tonight. Bottom of the 5th is Vladimir Guerrero. Will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Off the sculpture. It's a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center, his 2nd of the game, as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Yeah, and that home run is an absolute backbreaker. You still have some baseball left to play here, but with a 4-run lead, it could be a non-save situation. So they might get...
Digging in once again, Vladimir Guerrero. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
High in the air out to center field. Yelich is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Reds jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Kyle Gibson earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight.
Afternoon baseball now from beautiful Marlins Park in Miami, Florida. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Cincinnati Reds and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins baseball on the show next. Tom Kohler is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this starting pitcher right here can strike some people out. It's not easy to average a strikeout per inning, but that's what he's been able to do so far. And if he brings a good assortment of pitches like he's brought all season long, we could see another game filled with quite a few strikeouts.
Right fielder, Vladimir.
In now for the Reds, Vladimir Guerrero. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Stanton has a read on it. And that retires the side. Reds are down in order. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Ready for another chance? Vladimir Guerrero. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Vladimir Guerrero.
Here comes the first pitch. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. Stanton sprinting after it. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. 3 left for Cincinnati. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Derek Dietrich. He drew a walk his first time up.
Derek Dietrich.
The 1-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Guerrero is right there as he takes it for the second out. Ready now for Cincinnati, Vladimir Guerrero.
Right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. A 1-0 delivery. Runner goes for second. Now a swing and a fly ball. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the fifth coming up, all tied at 1-1. Ready for another shot now, Vladimir Guerrero.
Right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero.
Here comes the first pitch. No balls and one strike.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Gordon is up with it, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Digging in now, Vladimir Guerrero. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. It bangs against the giant cement pole and gone. A solo shot down the line in right, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Hits 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit. Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the ninth, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Cincinnati rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Scott Kazmir with his 4th win this season. Raisel Iglesias strikes out the side to record the save, his 27th of the campaign. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com. From one of the best ballparks you'll find in the sport, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Game 1 here in the month of August between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Stay tuned for Pirates baseball next. Ivan Nova will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Batting third, right fielder.
Digging in, Vladimir Guerrero.
He bats here as the reigning Rookie of the Month in the National League.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Zero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, for me today, the key to winning this ball game begins and ends on the mound. And it has to be early on the attack, getting 0-1. You can't allow these guys to get into count leverage and to hunt your fastball. There has to be execution, down and away, up and in to keep these guys honest, and it has to start.
Here's Gregory Polanco. His career line against DeSclafani, he's got 3 base hits in 18 at-bats. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. The 1-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Guerrero is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 left for Pittsburgh. We are still scoreless. Into the box now, Vladimir Guerrero. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Vladimir Guerrero.
Here comes the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. McCutchen is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero.
Right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Line, but speared on a hop.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds, but they're up 1-0. Now at the plate, Vladimir Guerrero. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Vladimir Guerrero.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Marte has room. And he brings it in on the warning track.
Now batting, first baseman. Down.
Heading out towards shallow right. Jeanette onto the grass. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Pirates leave 1. They're down 2-1. The Steel City at night, seen there from the split of the Ohio River as we welcome you back to PM. So digging in now, Vladimir Guerrero.
Vladimir Guerrero.
First pitch of the at-bat. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
When I see guys check swinging, they're not seeing the baseball. They're not picking it up. You've got to take a step back. The only thing you tell yourself in this situation is do not move your head.
Jaso over to his left, and they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1 run scores here in the frame. So 1 run here on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order. a lot of fireworks, but that narrows the candidate list for our top player of the game. And the man you see here was a key contributor, so he takes it home in this one.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter, and it had an impact on the outcome of this game. What else can you say?
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Pittsburgh came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Jose Leclerc claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.